Alright, having some extreme technical difficulties. Trying to work my way through that. Okay, so far not a good start. Okay, we're back on track. Okay, and we got sound now, we've got head tracker, we've got the stream running. Now let's try to play a game. So far so good. Alright, and we're in the game. And we're spawning. And so far we haven't died. Oh no, I've got to load up my controls. Let's see how this goes. Alright, I gotta plug in my external and hopefully not crash. Okay, external's plugged in. We have not crashed yet. Import. Full PC controls. And then we need to save these to the game setting folder. Yes. Okay. Resume. And let's go ahead and unplug this external hard drive before it causes me to crash. Alright. Okay, we are. Seems much smoother than it did before. Okay. We might be back in business. Yeah, we're actually looking pretty good. Before, I mean, it was like there was a lot of video stutter. I was having a real hard time chasing those guys in the dogfight until my computer crashed. And it crashed 5 more times. And I've been dealing with that for the last 45 minutes instead of flying around like I wanted to. And now we are here. And my day is getting a little better. Now there's an IL-2 somewhere at my 12 to 11 o'clock, right around this area. They've killed several howitzers. That might be him right there. I'd say it's a pretty good bet that's the IL-2. So we are going to make a pass with our guns before I actually confirm his identity. That's totally him. He fired those tracers and killed that pillbox just as I saw him do it, so that's definitely an enemy. There's no sense in giving him any chance to evade us. That might be an enemy there. Alright, let's see here. Keep an eye on that 3 o'clock guy. I think that IL-2 is maybe heading home. Doesn't look like he's doing any more combat turns to head back towards enemy troops, or our friendly troops, his enemy troops. So we'll come in at about 260 knots. We're nice and trimmed out. We are smooth. We got nobody on our 6. Let's get that elevator trim hammered out. Now this is the Mike version, IL-2 Mike. I believe it has a rear-facing gunner on the top plane. So we're going to try to get down real low and real fast. Alright, I think he knows we're here. Yep, he's gonna dip down below the terrain. I'd do the same thing. I think he is evading us. Alright, he's still there, so now let's get down underneath him so his gunner can't hit us, hopefully. Pop up over this ridge real quick. And there he is. As long as I keep his fuselage obstructing, that's why he's trying to make that right banking turn there. He's trying to get his gun on target. So we're just trying to stay directly behind him. He's also trying to get as low as he can so his gunner can open up. I'm just going to keep diving lower instead of trying to take my shot now. I'm going to keep closing this distance. Here we go. After this next ridge, we're going to be time to engage. So let's find him. There he is. And engage. Yep, there's that tail gunner. Oh, no, come on. Smooth out. Oh, he's flying all over the place. Alright, his left gear is damaged. So we may go for a runway kill. I'm going to try one more pass. There's a hit on his tail. And there's an enemy right there. We are real close to enemy flak. So I need to, yeah, there come the flak shells. Looks like we're gonna make it away from the flak. But I couldn't fight that guy next to his airfield like that. I would get ate up. Those IL-2s are tanks. They are hard to kill. Let's see here. Got a whole hornet's nest going on down there. Where's that guy on my 6? He may have given up. I love how much ammo this thing has. Ooh. What's that? Little anti-aircraft battery there. Taking some pot shots at me. Where'd all those targets go? I just had like 5 people at my 12 to 1 o'clock and now they're all gone. There we go, there's 3 right there. And a 4th a little higher. Let's report in for the team because we definitely look like we're Russian coming from that side of the map at high speed, low level like that. Oh, I'm just glad my computer's working. Alright, I got 6 targets here. I got 3 right there in my crosshair. 2 more at the crosshairs 12 o'clock here. And then a 6th right there. Let's see, we got destroy enemy surveillance, protect allied attackers. Those could be allied attack. I'm thinking those are allied attackers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers left alive and then 2 fighter escorts up on top. I think that's what we're seeing. Now that guy behind me, he's been trailing us all the way since the base. I'm thinking that's that guy that I went head on with and then bugged out. Passing over the enemy tank formation now. There they go. My engine seems to be doing pretty good despite that hit from the IL-2, so I will make one quick pass with these guys. Oh, that's an friendly. Who's this guy? Oh, he didn't even see us. Alright, we still have the element of surprise despite screwing up that first shot. That might be a second... No, I think that's a friendly that this guy's going after. Alright, the clouds are kind of bugging out a little bit, so... Let's see here, let's try to good shot here. My friendly's gonna dive. Good move, good move. I can cut him off in the dive. Here we go. I can close this gap now. Alright, pull out. Let's flip upside down. Let's follow this guy. Got the engine power. I don't want to pass him. Just want to follow. Follow, follow, accelerate. Get a deflection shot. There it is. He's done. Alright. Now we are RTB. You're clear. Good job, little buddy. Nice flying. There's our enemy. He's entering a flat stall now. Flat spin. He got his fire out. Question is, can he recover from that? And it's looking like a solid no. He's running out of time. I don't think he has it. There he goes. He's dead. This is going much better than earlier. Now that we fixed the PC, it is definitely time for a new computer. Definitely time for a new computer. Surprisingly enough, I've had this machine since 2008. Original processor, original motherboard, original hard drives even, which I think are pretty much the cause of my issues. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but I've got like 5 SATA cables, and I've unplugged every single hard drive except for the one that my OS is installed into. And now basically whenever the computer crashes, I just unplug a SATA cable and try a different one and restart it, and it'll work for a couple of days, and then it'll crash and give me all kinds of problems again. And when I switch out, it's like a game of which SATA cable is gonna work on this particular evening, and it's a game that takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and it's extremely annoying. If you know what that issue may be, please don't hesitate to help me solve these issues. My plan was to buy a new computer and let my fiance inherit this one. I'd like to not give her a broken piece of crap. Alright, we're going to do a quick little side slip here. We got about 70% right rudder. We're just using left aileron to enter this left base here. Getting that speed down, bringing some combat flaps. We're going to hit 150 knots, and then we're going to bring in some gear. We're going to hit 140 knots, and we're going to bring in takeoff flaps. And there's 130 knots, we'll come in with landing. We'll stop the slip, let go of that rudder, neutral rudder position. Just enter a left dog leg, and do a nice glide path onto final. We're shooting for between 90 and 100 knots. Go. A little differential braking here to try to maintain that runway center line. We'll shut down that engine just to remove that extra torque, and let's get this thing repaired. Right, viewers, I apologize for that rough start. That was not awesome. But I do seem to have it figured out now. Whatever SATA cable I got plugged in there now is appearing to do seemingly doing the trick, at least for now. Alright, plane's good as new. Engine start, takeoff flaps. Right rudder, counteract that torque. For 100 knots. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps retract to combat settings. Cruise climb power set, and flaps fully retracted, double check gear up. Start aileron trimming. And elevator trimming. Alright. We found smooth flight. We are cruise climbing towards the combat area. Looks like there's a air superiority point up now at Alpha, and I think we can probably make it there. Bring this nose down. We want a cruise climb, not a quick climb. I want to get there quickly. Now this is the A7M1 NK9H. This is a Japanese premium Tier 3 aircraft at a 4.0 battle rating. Very cheap to spawn, very quick to respawn. I think it's a 5-minute lockout upon death. And if you do not own this plane, I recommend you try this plane. The KI 100-2 is a great 3.7 to bring in, just so this is your free plane and you can use this to get enough points to bring this in. And I just love the combination of these two together. Awesome planes to fly. Just all around, I just check all the boxes. But amongst my friends, I am widely considered a dick for flying this because it is pretty overpowered, and I would agree. It's definitely an overpowered aircraft. It makes pretty short work of everything. It climbs well, it's fast, it's got good guns, it's got good ammo, it's a stable shooting platform, full trim package, it turns well. I mean, this thing turns 15-second turn time? Are you kidding me, right? With, 3,300 feet per minute and 330 knots on that thing. And then the armament, two 20 millimeters and two 13.2 millimeters. 13.2 being just slightly larger than what 50 cals would be at. It's got a real smooth rate of fire. Doesn't jerk you all around when you shoot. Got really good visibility. I mean, there's some crap in the way. There's a bunch of, that right there is kind of annoying, but overall, it's got really good visibility, especially to the rear. Just look at that. I mean, you can see everything back there. The one thing is this 70 millimeter bulletproof glass trapezoid looking thing in front of me. That is great for protecting the pilot from head-on attacks, but if the sun catches it the wrong way, normally if you get the sun at your back, let me see if I can grab the angle real quick. Every now and then, you can just get the sun to reflect off that. The sun's right about there. There's kind of not as bad as it can be, but that's kind of an example of like the glare that you can see, and that can really screw people up. It's just important to pay attention to where the sun's at and everything like that, and be aware that it's coming if you do turn your back. That looks Japanese. No, that is not Japanese. That is dead. I totally misidentified that aircraft. I thought that was one of the KI bombers. Alright, we're just gonna boom back down on him one more time. I pumped a couple of rounds into him, but that thing's just beefy. We're coming down on the top of him now. Just gonna pull power, get a nice smooth. I think I killed his gunner, so there we go. I chopped that tail off, and we're good to go now. So now we can turn around and hopefully finish the cap here, because we are just, nope, I need to turn north, get north, there we go. We just exited the southern side of the A cap right as it was capping. So I want to stay in here for these points. If you just sit on alpha, the little pie up here is filling up. And once that fills up, I think that's worth about 600 points. Which is... Here we go, we got somebody shooting at us. Don't know from where. There he goes. Alright, let's call for cover. Let's maneuver on this guy. Alright, we're diving down and away. To the right, we got friendlies here. I'm coming in on his 6. We reversed on him. He's stalling out. Come on. I'm not going to be able to get a gun run here. I have to come back around. Oh, he just J'd out. Alright. And he shot at us, and he sounded like he was getting close, but I did not see that coming. Dicking around talking about the A-point. Really should just be paying attention. Alright. Let's do a quick inversion, just to check what's underneath us. We're going to go ahead and thank this guy for the assist there. That was really awesome. Alright, we got something here at 9 o'clock. Coming in 11 to 12 o'clock now, moving left to right, climbing, quickly climbing. See if we can IFF ping. It looks Japanese. Yeah, I think I see some rising suns on the wingtips there. Yeah, it's definitely Japanese. Oh. We're gonna bail off that target. Nice, got another guy maybe down here, 10 o'clock low. Saw him for just a second. There he goes, right there. Alright, let's IFF ping this guy. Looks like maybe a bomber RTB. Or it could be an AI aircraft attacking ground troops. The question is, did he attack friendly or enemy ground troops? Let's get this trim figured out on the way to him. Need to cancel out a lot of that movement. There we go. Nice and smooth now. We're on an intercept angle. That looks to be Russian. Yep, IL-2, Russian. Whoa, man, those things are beefy. Ah, man, I'd say a good number of those rounds connected, and he just ate it. Didn't even take any damage to cooling systems, nothing. IL-2s are awesome. That's okay though, we're gonna come in here. Now his gunner does have a shot on us. Oh, he's gonna dive? Even better. Left aileron damage. We knocked that left aileron off. You can see the chunk missing. That's not gonna kill him. The IL-2 has impressively large ailerons, and I think the remaining right aileron on his aircraft, he can maintain level flight with that, especially now that he's shy of ordnance. So let's come around and see if we can get one more pass. Our friendly's doing the same thing. Hopefully he got a hit so he can grab an assist here. Ooh, that was way too much rudder. We screwed that up bad. I stepped on that rudder too hard. Friendly's coming in behind him now. They got him. Nice. And we grabbed an assist for that. I should have had the kill. But I did not deserve it after that third pass. That was not good. Alright, let's reacquire some altitude. Alright, we got targets 3 o'clock distant. Higher than me. Looking about 8,000, maybe 9,000 feet. And I think that may be a bomber formation. Cover bombers, Echo 3, definitely. And destroy enemy surveillance at Alpha 4. Surveillance must be RTB. Alright, so I count 6 bombers, 2 fighters, 2 more unidentified bogies just underneath the formation. One of them looks like they may be same direction of flight. Could be that friendly, also en route, same objective. We've also got 1 o'clock distant, moving left to right, just in that right window there. So this guy could be a friendly en route to protect the bombers, or he could be an enemy en route to hurt the bombers. By the way, there's 3 targets out there that are looking kind of fishy, and I'd like to go check them out, because I don't see anything else going on. There we go, we got 3 o'clock distant, moving towards the Russia side. We are closing on this guy. He's definitely been same direction. It looks like he could even be a bomber himself. A high wing type design. Somebody may be doing a pass on him right now. That could even be that Japanese flying boat. What is that? The, do we have any of those H8Ks? H6K4? That could be the H6K4. Thinking that's what that is. Yep. H6K4. That's that flying boat. I just want to verify that. Make sure. No, that is the... Yeah, H6K4. And that guy there was the one that did a pass on him. So he ID'd it as friendly and didn't shoot. Therefore, he must be my friendly. I'm going to go ahead and stop tracking that objective. Looks like he was tracking me too. I'll go ahead and report it to the friends. Let them know where I'm at. We're headed back north. We're headed back towards Russia's side. And we're scanning. Got 9 o'clock low, 2 targets. They appear to be going head on with one another. Just lost one of them. Now this guy looks like he may be turning head on with me. And there's the second target. Again, off in the distance. So these guys did not engage with one another. They appear to be attacking ground objectives. They're on the enemy side of the map. We'll have to see if they are in fact friendlies. Alright, let's get trimmed out on our way. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. I feel like trimming an aircraft is like a guitarist tuning his guitar in between each set. You know, you're just constantly doing it. There's no magical number, there's no magical setting. It's you're constantly tweaking it. But the more you do it and the better you get at it, the easier it is to shoot. When the plane flies smooth, you shoot smooth. Those look like IL-2s. That guy at the 11 o'clock looks like an IL-2. This guy at my 12 o'clock, he looks like multi-engine. That looks Japanese to me. That is Japanese, so then let's see about this possible IL-2 right here. It did look like an IL-2. It is. Oh, too low, that's okay. Just gonna dip down beneath his firing arc, get right back in beneath him. I had good deflection, but I was just a little underneath him. So now we're coming in. There's that tail gunner. Dangerous. Hit. Oh yeah, there goes his elevator. He's facing the wrong direction now. A little somersault into the ground. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I think we've got, what, 4 kills now in this airframe, 1 assist. I think we should probably take this experience home and go double it. I thought I heard some MG fire. For just a second. Now, what is that? Okay, guess nothing. Okay, whoa, hold up. That KI-109 just got taken out. I did hear machine gun fire. I should have turned around when I thought I heard it. Alright, there he is right there. He just took out our friendly bomber. And now he does not see us. Yeah, he's going head on with us. Kind of losing him in the terrain a little bit. That's good camo for this map. That's a hit. Looks like we blew out maybe some water. That could be his radiator. It's not a really vicious leak though. He's still got battle time left. Yep, got him. Alright, I guess we hit a little bit more. Thought I heard a second prop go by at high speed. Do a quick combat clearing turn here. Just gonna go inverted. Check everything underneath us. Check high 6. Looking good. We're gonna pitch up and search one more time. That may be the prop that I heard right there. Okay. So friendly. Now what are we at? 5 kills and 1 assist. And we are setting a course back home. 90 degrees to the right. About a 120 on the heading. Take us there. More bogeys, 12 o'clock. 1 moving slow, left to right. 1 distant at the 11, moving right to left. Distant seems like a fighter type. This guy, my 12, looks like he could be a bomber. And possible friendly pulling in on our 6. I thought that was the friendly. He's coming at us like he doesn't know we're friendly. Alright. He might not be friendly. We are gonna check him out. Just to be sure. Yeah, okay. It's the friendly. He was coming at us though. I just had to be sure. Caught in his wake just a little bit, getting bumped around. Descend out of that. Where'd that bomber go? I think he may be RTB'd. I lost sight of that fast mover as well. It was better safe than sorry. The guy looked like he was closing on me. Oh! What? 2 guys just attacked the airfield? 1 guy just attacked the airfield? He just tried to attack somebody on final. The AA got him. Alright, let's go ahead and get smoke on, announce our intentions. We're 220 knots and we're entering a right base over the water here. You can see the river running just northeast of the airport, so we're just gonna right base right in. Oh, we need to bleed some speed, so we're gonna go left rudder and right aileron. We're gonna bring in combat flaps. We're gonna hit 160 knots, bring in gear down. There's 140 knots, we'll go take off flaps, neutral rudder. 130 knots, we'll go landing. Rudder's neutral, we're shooting for about 90 to 100 knots, so we're going to increase throttle, try to maintain that speed. Make our dogleg turn to final. and start chopping that power back and go for that 3-point landing. Nope, not today. Alright, differential braking, maintain runway center line, and engine shut down. Open up that cockpit. Got air raid sirens going on out here. Hopefully we're not about to get bombed. It's like that Pearl Harbor movie. They're gonna bust this hangar wide open. That was my best impression. I'm sorry, I won't do that anymore. Let's see here. It is almost midnight. Got a little while left. Okay, we are respawned, refueled. We got engine ignition, takeoff flap set, departure power. A little bit of right rudder to counteract that torque. This aircraft happens to have a left turning tendency. So a bit of right rudder is what you need when you start out. And as you gain speed and move down the runway, you just use less and less rudder until you eventually go completely neutral. And then we rotate. We got a positive rate of climb. We're going gear up. We're going to retract flaps 1 notch to combat settings. We're going to set cruise climb power. Then we're going to fully retract those flaps and double check gear up. We are configured, we are clean, and we are climbing. Cruise climb. Let's go ahead and get our aileron trims figured out, get our elevator trims figured out. Variant 5 seems to be a pretty decent setting to go for right off the bat. And then you just kind of, as you pick up speed, you just gradually walk that aileron trim out, and you walk that elevator trim down until you find your zen. I think the next step in, you know, this sim technology is going to be if they can get some force feedback on the controls to make that, you know, economically viable for consumers. I think that would go a very long way to helping new sim pilots figure out how trim works, because when you're in a real aircraft and you can feel the weight in your hands, and you can feel the pounds bleeding away as you move your trim wheel, it clicks. It makes total sense. But in a simulator setting, when you know your stick just wants to stay centered, it's really hard to get a sense for what you need to do, how aggressively or precisely you need to be trimming. But in real life, when you have that tactile feedback, it's just, it almost is second nature. One of my buddies, one of my wingmen actually was making a comment back when I used to show my my control stick. I had a camera on my hand just so, you know, you could see what I was doing with the stick. He was like, "Oh, I think you grip the stick way too tight. You're like holding on to it like white knuckles." And he's like, you know, when you fly in real life, you know, you typically use, you know, you should be able to hold on to it with like 2 fingers. You know, you don't need your whole hand, you don't need both hands. It's just 2 fingers on the yoke. And while that is true, it just doesn't transcribe over to the sim world, because that yoke, if you're properly trimmed, it's weightless. You know, and it's like driving a car. You just kind of, it wants to go straight if it's all aligned and everything. But here in sim, I'm constantly fighting my joystick returning to center, so I have to keep a pretty good grip on it. Now that guy right there appears to be attacking, so that's a friendly fighter, and we are surrounded by enemy attackers. There's one there climbing high, and there's one there climbing as well. So let's take this guy out first. Oh, head on. Okay, dip underneath him. That was scary. Alright, let's see what's on our 6. The guy went head on with us, but did he turn? Coming in on another IL-2 here. These guys do not have tail gunners, which is awesome. These are not the... Oh, that guy does have tail gunner. I stand corrected. Get down underneath him. And come right back up. I thought that was a pretty good guns on target until it wasn't. We'll pull an eye on these guys 6 right here. We'll pick that straggler up a little bit later. Oh, never mind. I guess I did get him. I guess it was a good gun run. Ow. Ow. Jerk. Ow. There we go. Screw your wing. Alright, we're gonna climb up high and boom down on this guy. Make a left aileron roll. Uh-oh, okay, we got an enemy fighter on our friendly 6. We need to help him out. This guy's climbing high. Perfect opportunity. Ow! Alright, yep. I'm getting ripped up by AA. There it is right there. I did not realize how close I was to the enemy airfield. That was my bad. Yep. Okay. I'm eating it. Alright, yeah, you gotta maintain that situational awareness. I was right on top of the enemy airfield. Oh, and I got the bug where I can respawn again instantly. Sweet. Normally there's a 5-minute lockout timer on that, but sometimes you don't have one. I don't know. Alright, we got engine start. We got flaps takeoff. Let's check our spawn points. 1277. Yeah, I can spawn wherever the hell I want to. A bit of right rudder counteract that left turning tendency. Just kind of gradually walk that rudder out until we have none. And 100 knots rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Flaps retract 1 notch. Cruise climb power set. And obstacles cleared. Flaps retracted. Double check gear up. We are clean. We are climbing. We are aileron trimming. And we are en route to the A point, flashing here on the map at Echo 5. Worth some spawn points there. Looks like we are in first place, at least on our team, but this guy's still... Jeez, 31 ground targets. That's the guy that I killed at the beginning of that match. Yeah, he's been in an IL-2. Good little flyer, if I remember if that's the same guy. He was napping the earth that whole time. Really delayed my ability to engage him until he almost got home, and I mean he was almost there. I think if I had waited 10 more seconds or tried to go for a third pass on him, if I had screwed up the second one, that AA would have shot me down at his home airfield. But luckily I was able to make that evasive turn back to the south after the head-on pass with the enemy. And as soon as I completed the turn and went low level away and turned around, I could see the vortices of the anti-aircraft shells coming my way and the volume of fire, and I was like, man, that was a close one. because that had death written all over it. Destroy bombers at Charlie 4. Yes, please. Okay, so we are going to finish the A point. The bombers are here at Charlie 4, and their objective is here, my factory. So, this is their line of travel, and I am halfway in between them at the A point, which is now about 25% progress. So I have plenty of time to finish this cap, while also climbing to engagement altitude, which our target is going to be about 9,000 feet. And we have acquired the bombers there at about our 2 o'clock closing. And they're coming our way. We don't even have to hunt them down. Oh, is a friendly wiping them out? Oh yeah, friendly's wiping them out. Good. Okay. Well, alright, looks like I get none. That's fine. I will finish capping A. Climb out of 7,000 feet. We're still looking for about 9K. Because it can be pretty tricky to take out all 6 bombers, depending on your airframe. I'm not actually familiar with what that guy's flying. What was that? Oh, KI-100. Yeah, he might have trouble taking out all 6 unless he's pretty good. It's, oh. Still capping, right? Yeah, I'm still capping. Alright. Let's see, the bombers are now still at Charlie 4. Should be over there, but I've lost them. There they go. I've lost them in the clouds, but they are right there. Alright, we need to make one more 360 over the A point to finish the objective here. And then we'll roll out of this right-hand turn, heading about 010. And that ought about, just about do it. So we're just going to do a nice slow right-hand turn to ensure that we finish this cap. Looks like I forgot to keep climbing. Cap progress seems to have slowed down just a bit. There may be an enemy that has entered the zone, but I think we're still going to hit it in time. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Kind of playing with fire here. Come on, cap it, cap it, cap it, cap it, cap it, cap it, cap. Go, now. Yes, got it. Alright, and we got the points. Good deal. I was a couple of seconds from leaving the zone, I feel like. Alright, the fighters don't seem to be present. Looks like we got 3 lone bombers. Our ally took out 3 of them, so it's just these 3 guys. If I can take out that formation, that'll be the end of that objective. I've got plenty of time to do it. Oh, here we go. What's that? That's Japanese right there at the 1 o'clock diving away. So we're gonna go for this lag target right behind. Do a couple of long distance deflection shots. Switch over here to these guys. There we go, there's some hits. Not too... Oh, hold on. We got another bomber back here. Where'd you come from? Thought I only saw 3. Apparently there's a 4th. we go. Now there's only one left. But I lost him in the ground clutter. Where have you gone? How in the hell did I lose a bomber? Is that him? Oh. Wow, how'd he get back there? Alright, that's cool. Let's just come up from underneath him. Turn. Nah, I don't think I got it. I have to flip back around, gotta expose myself to his gunners. Oh, his gunners are all dead, I guess. There we go. That ought to just about do it. That's cool. He's just on fire. Maybe he would have lived, I don't know. Alright. We're catching up to that first place guy. We're just gonna... We did take a couple of rounds. We're leaking some oil. Got a slow oil leak here. We got plenty of altitude and we're nearly home. So, it shouldn't be an issue. But we are gonna take it home and get repaired. Also double all that experience, so that's good. A-doot-doot-doot-doot-doo. Alright, let's start looking for the airport. There we go. Now we got a pretty steep descent. Got 5,000 feet to kill here. So we are definitely going to need a slip to get all this altitude bled out, while still being able to make a nice stable approach. So we got about half right rudder, some left aileron here. Trying to bleed some of that energy while we're not bleeding a whole lot of speed right now because I'm descending like a crazy person. But that's good. We're at 160 knots, so we can bring in some combat flaps. And 150 knots, we can bring the gear down. That'll help us slow down even more. Now, we're at a great speed, but we're still high, so I'm going to keep the slip going. We're going to bring in even more flaps. Got to get onto this glide path, and once we get onto the glide path, I can discontinue the slip. Alright, now we're right about on glide path, so let go of that rudder, neutralize that, come in with some landing flaps, and ease the throttle in. Try to maintain 90 to 100 knots or so. You're not really building a piano here, it's just a range. Double check. Gear down. Down and locked. Oh, we are slow. Alright, a little bit differential braking, a little left differential, a little bit of right differential, engine shut down, and we're back home safe and sound. I love the way the exhaust stains or soot or whatever, kinda you can see the way that it flows over the wing. Really cool little attention to detail. Okay, engine start. Take off flaps. Departure power. Bit of right rudder, keep that runway center line, and just ease that rudder out as we pick up airspeed. The nose comes down, the tail comes up, and we hit 100 knots and we rotate. And we establish a positive rate of climb. We bring the gear up. We retract the flaps 1 notch. We set cruise climb power. We clear obstacles. We clean the flaps up the rest of the way. Double check the gear is up. We start trimming for our cruise climb. Heading north to a ground objective out there. Let's see, who's winning this? It's a pretty even match. I'm gonna have to... This guy's doing work. He's just absolutely scoring some points for his team. I've got to do a little better. I've completed a ton of objectives, and they're keeping pace with us. That is a scotch concerning. It's a real big time commitment trying to win these enduring confrontation maps. If you're not familiar with them, they last for 2 hours. Alright, medium tank just died at the hands of an IL-2M. It's the guy in first place. IL-2M destroyed medium tank. The medium tanks, the offensive is here. So, we might be able to find this guy. We might be able to slow his roll. That could be him right there, 1 o'clock low, moving right to left. Another target entering my 12 o'clock now. One of those two, probably him. So we will report into friendlies, and we will call out that objective. Now one of those aircraft appears to be pulling in on the tail of the other. Nope, he's going right back for ground. I was gonna say, if he's pulling it on the tail of the other, it's probably not an IL-2. There's 2 more. 2 more bogeys. Okay, this is getting interesting. Alright, that high guy right there, he's gonna be the big threat to me right now. Let's hope he's Japanese. Be Japanese. Be Japanese. Be the Japanese. Ah, damn it, I don't think he is. Oh my god, now there's more people screaming out of the sky. Alright, we need cover. We need backup, and that does not look Japanese. That looks a laggish. Definitely not Japanese. That is Russian all... No, it's Japanese! I am an idiot! Alright, let's find another target. Let's find it quick. Wow. Man, that looked like a lag 3. So laggy. I really need to work on my aircraft identification. Alright, we got tracers. Good kill. Where's the IL-2? Where's he done? Okay, hold on, we got somebody diving from behind us here. Looks like they may be going head on with us. Friendly. Brake right. International rules for avoiding head-on collisions is our right turns. Fun fact for the day. If everyone turns right, everything will be alright. Okay, tracers. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. We are on him. We are reversing. We are reversing. We are here. Pitch up, yes, pitch up. Yes. Why do you look Japanese? He did. Man, he got the drop on us. Gonna go inverted real quick and just check out what's going on underneath us. There we go. Got two. One high, one low. Left to right. 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. They're making left-hand turns. Alright, that guy on the right looks Japanese. Let's break off for this dude here. That's also Japanese. Scanning. Scanning. What are you shooting at, huh? What are you doing down there, huh? You little... What are you shooting at? You cut that out now. Little jerk ass. Shooting at me. Just minding my own business flying around up here. Okay, we got 3. And they are fighting. So let's join the fray. I got white tracers. I got a friendly killed an enemy. Yeah. I think that was 2 friendlies taking on 1 enemy. I think that may be a clear situation now. I'm going to put a lot of trust into that intuition and go ahead and disregard that threat and call it friendly. If I eat tracers in the back, then I deserve it for my laziness of not going to check those guys out. But I'm pretty sure those are my 2 friendly. And they apparently did not need my help, so good for them. Hey, you're doing a quick horizon scan. Do some combat clearing turns to the right. And again to the left. Ooh. Nice. Friendly bombers up there just took out that base. We gotta pay attention. Well, we are in enemy territory and we are close to an enemy airfield. It's not that one. That's just an inactive airfield. An abandoned one, if that's how you prefer to call it. But right there, in between those two lakes, that's the real airfield. And it will rape me if I go over there. So we shan't, but that's an enemy. Right there. Alright, yep, climb right, climb right, climb right. Yep, I'm here, buddy. If he's on your 6, I need you to turn right and climb. Come on, buddy. Climb left, climb left. Oh, okay, it's gonna be high speed, high speed, high speed, high speed, high speed. Oh, Wilbert, you piece of shit! Man, that closure rate was intense. But, sorry for my excitement. I normally don't do that very well. When the deflection angle's extreme like that, on the extreme end, it's so tough. I think that's my friendly that I just saved. But we better check it out just to be sure. Because I don't know, I'm so close to enemy territory, it could be anything. Who are you? Japanese. Yep. Well, I'm in first place, but the guy that I was gunning for left the game, so I don't know if that really counts. I don't even know how many points he had when he left. So did I really beat him? I don't know. Scanning. There we go, we got action. Middle lake. Just on the underside of it. And one more just departed the airfield. Alright, so I have got one on final approach, it appears. One just departed. Or did they both just depart? Okay, yep, one is... two of them just departed. Got a bomber? I think it's that YAR or some shit with the weird-ass tail, twin tail boom. But I got a little guy right here. Just behind him. I don't want to get too close to this anti-aircraft, so we're going to hit this bomber real quick. Let's turn in quick. Cut throttle. Man. Okay, yeah, you got me good. You got me real good. Oh my god, how many guns you got on that thing? Get off me. Stop it. You jerk ass? Alright. We need to... If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you with me. That'll shut up the gunners. 20mm rounds to the face. That usually quiets them down. Wilbert, you piece of shit. I hate you, Wilbert. I hate everything you stand for. Fucking... Wilbert, that's probably you, isn't it? Alright, I can't fight the... I don't even know if I'm gonna make it back home. I can hear the engine struggling. We are leaking fuel. Because the Japanese and their hatred for self-sealing fuel tanks. Not sure what that's all about. We've got some serious damage to the engine cowling area. I am shocked that we're not losing water and oil. Shocked, I say. But I'd really like to get this orange boy back home. Thanks for the escort, little buddy, but I'm returning to the base. I am maimed. Best of luck unto you. Hey, he's listening. Nice. Alright, the leak to the fuel tanks doesn't appear to be nearly as bad as I thought it was. I mean, it's like only consuming slightly more fuel than I would be at my current power setting, so... but that engine is struggling, and I just don't have the altitude. Oh, shit. Alright, now we're definitely not making it home, because I need... power. I thought that looked good, but apparently not. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Right there. Come on! You gotta be joking with me. Come on, engine, I just need you for 45 more seconds. Give me 45 more seconds of power. Good engine, good engine, good engine. I don't give a shit about conserving ammo. I am dead in a minute. Fuck. I just don't have the power. Alright. Kill the stall, let's do it. Get back down. Alright, he's fucking reversing on me. I just don't have the power to maneuver. Come on, friendly, you got this. Yeah, good job, man. Well done. But I just, like, thrashed my engine at the most inopportune time. Golly, if that guy hadn't done that, we might have made it. Oh man, this thing is struggling. You see that? So I'm not touching the throttle. You can see my RPMs and my manifold pressure just jumping all over the place. It's typically not what you want your engine to be doing. Yeah, you can hear it just losing power. I'm barely able to maintain my airspeed here. And I'm still like 5 kilometers from home. And I'm only 2,000 feet. I won't be able to glide that. And that terrain is not looking super friendly. I mean, there's a road right there. Looks like they didn't bother flattening any of it out. Look at that. Who builds a road like that? What is that? How the hell am I supposed to use that to land? You dick-ass road. Maybe along the river. So many trees along the river, no flat spots there. There's a candidate. There's a candidate right there. That actually looks pretty good. But my engine's still alive. Let's look for the next spot. Okay, we got some promised lands over there to the 11 o'clock. Those do look good. Maybe a bit of a downhill slope to it, but that's no big deal. That's why God invented brakes. Alright. Now we're only about 3 kilometers from home. My damage model is screaming at me. I still got 2,000 feet altitude. This could be close. There's the airport. Oh man, I'm like... If I could get just another 40 seconds out of this engine, I think I could glide it. I got 140 knots airspeed. We might just have this. But I'm gonna lose this engine any moment now. But I got my 40 seconds. That's what I needed. Alright, I think we're home free. I mean, yeah, we're home free. I actually need to start slowing down. Okay, give this engine the Bronze Star. Let's check for asymmetry and bring the gear in. I'm gonna do just a combat flap setting. And we're gonna land real fast. Making our turn onto final here. Bleeding that energy as we do it. And a nice three-pointer. Oh, what a bounce. Keep that runway center line. Man, take this engine out, retire it, put it on the wall, Hall of Fame. Awesome. Awesome. Was not expecting that. I thought for certain after that guy snuck up on us and I had to go war emergency power to complete the engagement. I thought for sure that was every little bit that engine had left. I don't know how much longer it would have run for, but you can see the damage model is not happy. Let's see, what time is it? Oh man, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Better go ahead and shut it down. I guess we'll call that the last sortie. Okay. Not bad. Real rough start to the night. Real rough start. Technical problems. Not flying problems, just computer issues, but I pay no attention to these numbers. These are all bullshit numbers. I won't find out how much experience I got for that until tomorrow. But it should be pretty good. It should be pretty good. I mean, even 5K before the win or loss determination, so that's probably going to be a pretty big game. And we are quitting. I love you, airplane. You're so good. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your attention. Appreciate your feedback. If you see me do something stupid, I probably don't know I'm doing it wrong. Just let me know. I'm here to learn just as much as you are. Anyway, I appreciate your time. Hopefully we'll see you again.